Hey guys, welcome. We're talking about multiples today. Have you heard that word multiples before? Do you notice how it looks a lot like multiply? Multip and multip? Multiple and multiple? Only this says multiple, that says multiply. Multiples are when you multiply a number by other numbers. So multiples are really like skip counting. So if we're going to be doing multiples of 2, it's just the multiplication times table. So you have 2, so multiples of 2 are, well, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, that's 4 2's, 5 2's is 10. Notice how we're just skip counting? We're counting by 2's, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What do you think is going to come next? 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So there's 1 2, 2 2's, 3 2's, 4 2's, 5 2's, 6 2's, 7 2's, 8 2's, 9 2's, 10 2's. 2 times 10 is 20. Notice how when you do multiples of 2, the numbers are always even. They end with an even number. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's a 0, but we're going to count that because it's 10. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And that's because even numbers can always be divided by 2. 2 goes into all the even numbers. Let's do multiples of 3. It's a skip counting, right? 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So they get bigger and bigger and bigger. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. And if we know how to count by threes, we say 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Notice how that was 5 3's? 18. 3 times 7, 21. And you keep going all the way up to 30. And if you wanted to, you could go all the way up to, what's 3 times 100? That's 300. So you can just keep going all the way up. 3 times 1,000, that's 3,000. 3,000 is a multiple of 3. If you kept counting by threes, eventually you'd get to 3,000. Eventually you'd get to 3 million or 3 billion. But we're not going to go that far today. Okay, let's do 4s. Skip counting by 4s. These are the multiples of 4. Well, 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20. 24. Notice how these numbers all end in, they all end evenly too, don't they? 32, 36, and 40. And if we wanted to, again, we could go all the way up to 400 or 4,000 or all kinds of numbers. It just means that you can count by 4s and get to that number. Or you can multiply 4 by that number. So you can multiply 4 by any number. You can multiply 4 by 36. I don't know what that is offhand, but the answer would be a multiple of 4 because 4 goes into that number. 4 times 36 is that many 4s. What about 5s? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Notice how 5s always either end in 5 or 0. That's kind of interesting. Do you think that happens all the way up? Well, next is 55, and then 60. So it seems like it does. 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. All the way up to 6 times 10 is 60. What about 7s? Well, you know the first one, right? Because it's just, if you only have one 7, what do you have? You got 7. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3, 21. 7 times 4, 28. 7 times 5, 35. And keep going all the way up to 70. Or what's 7 times 11? 77. What's 7 times 12? I don't know, but what's 77 with another, if you add 7 to that, what do you get? 84. And then 91, just keeps on going. 8, well, the first one's always the easiest one. Multiples of 8, skip counting by 8. Okay, 8, I know that. But what about, what's the next number? Well, it's 8 times 2. 16. So this just keeps on going up and up. 8 times 3, 24. Hopefully you've been working on your flashcards and you'll know how to do these by now. You'll remember these. 4 times 4, 32. If you haven't, please make some flashcards and start working. 4 times 5, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the 5th 8. There are 5 8s in this number. It's 40. Next one, skip counting by 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Well, what's one more 8 than 40? It's 48. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 8s. 8 times 6. But what's 8 times 7? 56. 8 times 9. I'm sorry, 8 times 8. 64. 8 times 9. 72. 8 times 10 is 80. And let's do 9s. Well, we know the first one, 9, but do you know the second one? 18. 9 times 3, 27. So we're doing the multiples of 9. What's the fourth multiple of 9? 36. What's the fifth multiple of 9? Also known as 9 times 5. 45. What's the sixth one? 54. 9 times 7, 63. 9 times 8, 72. 9 times 9, 81. 9 times 10, 90. And 9 times 11, 99. Just keeps on going. Notice how with these ones we're talking about, how all of, when you add the numbers together, the two digits, they equal 9. 1 plus 8 is 9. 2 plus 7 is 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. That equals 9, that equals 9, that equals 9, that equals 9. And then you sometimes after you get past 90, they equal 18. They equal 2 9s. 9 plus 9 is 18. The next one would be 108, which actually equals 9 again. 1 plus 0 plus 8. And just keep on going. See if that keeps working that way. And now 10. Well, we know this one. The first multiple is 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Keep going. So just because I stopped here at these numbers, it doesn't mean that's where they end. They just keep going forever. So you could eventually have like 3,000 7s in a row. Or for 6s, they just keep on going. But usually for these kind of assignments, we'll say like, hey, we might say, what's the fifth multiple of 3? And you're like, okay, well, let's see. That also means, what's 3 times 5? Well, let's see, that's the first multiple, 3, second is 6, third's 9, fourth is 12, fifth is 15. 3 times 5 is 15. So multiple, it's just when you multiply that number by different numbers. Just like skip counting. So you guys can do that.